Welcome to Your Two Cents, where we give you our opinion, then ask for yours. I read today that our nation's clown reserves are at an all-time low. In fact, membership in the World Clown Association has dropped by 1,000 members over the past decade to a mere 2,500 clowns. Are we headed for a clown crisis in this country? Can we afford to have a clown gap and fall behind other countries in clown production? And how can we get kids interested in becoming clowns in the future? But let's start out with a basic question. Do you guys even like clowns? Lewis, let's start with you.
No, not even when I was a kid did I like clowns. Not even as a kid. I don't know. Like I never found them entertaining. I was just like, really? You're just gonna slip on the same banana peel 8 times? I was like, they never did anything for me. They never did it. And the acrobats, oh, that's awesome. I was completely like, I was just like mouth open staring at acrobats. But clowns, I was like, all right, come on, this is intermission, right?
See, and you must have been at a young enough age that you hadn't read Stephen King's It or known who John Wayne Gacy is.
I wasn't afraid of them. It was just like, what's the point? It wasn't until I became an adult where I was like, oh, clowns, they're evil.
I'm on your side. I never had a thing against them. Like, I was never afraid of them. I just didn't get the point. I was like, and also I never liked makeup on my face. So, like, that part always kind of grossed me out, that someone would be able to, like, cover their whole face. I don't know. I was a very, like, clean kid. So just, like, someone who would cover their face in grease paint, I didn't want any part of. Dan, how did you react to clowns?
When I was a kid, when I was really young, I really liked them. I'd been to several of the Ringling Brothers circuses, and I always thought it was cool, and I was always mesmerized and amazed by how many clowns they fit in that little Fiat or whatever it was. Right. But it wasn't until I got older that it was kind of like it started creeping me out, because I'm going, wait, this person isn't really always smiling. That smile is painted on. So I started getting into this whole big psychological deal about it. It's like, he's false, he's tricksy.
Right, who's hiding behind the makeup.
Exactly. And of course, then that got reinforced by Stephen King's It. It's like, anytime there's a clown in the sewer, you've got to avoid him anyway. But,
do you guys think that clowns are a necessary part of childhood? Like, should we be concerned that clowns are dying out? Essentially, what's happening is that clowns are they're aged out. They're becoming too old and dying off, and new clowns are being born. I read that in the article.
It was so sad. It's like clowns are dying because of their older age. I was like, huh.
Right, and there are no new clowns to fill their shoes. Should we
and those are big shoes to fill, I might add.
I tip my giant floppy hat to you on that one. I can't believe I set that up so
I can't believe you left that door so wide open.
I did not intend that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's brilliant. But carry on.
So do you think that, is it an integral part of childhood? Should we be trying to get more people to become clowns, to have more clowns, or is it okay that we run out of clowns at some point? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I would hate to get to the point in our society where we are at such a lack to where nobody would come when you say send in the clowns. But do you know how long I've been waiting to use that line? I've been waiting to use
over
that
to
line
a door.
It's
just empty, vacant
empty door.
Right.
No, I think it's one of those. I think it's going to be kind of a lost art. I really do, because I actually met a person who was the owner of one of those gag shops, and he was part of the clown society, and apparently it's like a very kind of like the Masons or something. It's like a very secret fraternal organization, and there's a secret handshake and this whole deal. Yeah. I'm sure the secret handshake involves a buzzer.
Buzzer, right, yeah.
But I really do. I think because of all of the other distractions that we have and that kids have as you grow up, clowns are kind of, they're antiquated.
Yeah. Well, see, that was going to be a follow-up, is it okay if it becomes antiquated? Is it okay if it falls out of favor? There have been other entertainments that we don't partake in today. It's not really a good analogy, but the first one that pops to mind is bear baiting. We don't bear bait anymore. We don't have a bear attacked by dogs for people's pleasure. There's a lot of more reasons for that. Like, clowns are not like bear baiting at all. But entertainments fall out of favor. Would it be okay if clowns were only researched by people that go to Renaissance
Hmm.
fairs and are only talked about in books and thought about in that way and looked on as a historical thing.
Right. Didn't McDonald's get rid of Ronald McDonald recently also? I mean,
Oh,
actually
did
What?
a
they?
popular clown,
No,
Yeah.
he's not gone, is he really?
I
I
think they did. I could be wrong. I could be
No.
I
wrong.
bet he probably
No.
appears in the commercials we don't see, because they're
Right.
not
Maybe
going to
kind of
run.
like they watered him down a little bit in the sense
Right,
that he's not at
right.
the forefront anymore.
He's just
But
a
I
guy
think
in like a t-shirt.
he's just
Hey,
wearing
guys, Ronald McDonald. You come on a burger.
But then, if clowns are gone, who's next? Would magicians be affected somehow? It's
Yeah.
like, what's the line here? Mines?
They came for the clowns, and no one said a thing next. Well,
Well,
all
I
right.
think I think you're right. Actually, I think there's going to be a clown apocalypse coming up soon that is going to it'll signal the end of an age. I really believe that. So
But-
please, whoever's out there, and if you're listening, go to clown college, stay in school.
Right.
That's all I'm
And,
saying.
it's good advice because if you do, there's going to be plenty of jobs because
Right.
clowns are dying off. You have a steady gig. Although in an article that I read about this, they did say that Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey have no shortage of clowns and like everyone is always applying to that. So you won't have the best job, but you'll have a job doing, like birthday
they're-
parties and stuff.
So they're clown hoarding.
Pretty much, yeah. So,
Wow.
oh, maybe they have like some kind of plan, like they'll hoard the clowns to drive prices.
Exactly, in the clown stock market.
Right? Isn't that how it works? Where
I
they're
thought
gonna
so.
they're gonna bet on the shortfalls of the
Yeah.
clown stock.
The short sale of clowns.
Right.
Wow.
The short pants. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Clowns wear short pants. All right. Well, that's our 2 cents. What's yours? Tell us what you think of clowns in the comments below. For DealNews.com, along with Dan Ledbetter and Luis Ramirez, I'm Jeff Summergy. Goodbye.